Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? This is BC. Welcome to another episode of Supreme Being. I'm at my office, and I don't know why this computer. I think it's like defective from the factory because it'll randomly like shut off. So if suddenly you lose me and I just shut off completely, it's because the computer crapped out. So I'm gonna have to send it back or send it in for repairs. So I want to talk about something important today. First of all, check out all the links in the description here because I'm streaming this on Facebook as well. All of you listening on the audio platform, it's in the description. YouTube, everybody, check out our public Discord. Those of you looking for more help from myself and my squad, we can help you. I have a lot to offer. Schedule your free strategy call to discuss it more seriously. Check us out at EXP for the realtors. And you can go to my website as well. Check out all the courses and everything and also get on our email list. All right. So let's begin. The number one reason people suffer emotionally, right? The number one reason people are a disaster, the number one reason people suffer, right? Whichever way you want to slice it, okay? And it's this. Individuals on this planet are not living their life. They're living 2 lives or 3 or 4, okay? They're not living the life that they want to live. And as simple as that sounds, it's not as simple. It's actually a lot more complex than that. You look at something as simple as goal setting. Individuals will sit there with a piece of paper and pencil or pen in hand and write. They're not writing what they want. They're writing what they think someone else wants or what was instilled in their subconscious mind when they were a kid on who they need to make proud or who they need to think of and who they need to worry about when they want to plan something. The individual going to the store isn't choosing, if he's shopping for clothes, what he or she wants to wear. They're thinking, what are people going to say on Instagram? What's my aunt and my mom going to say? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that goes down to the diet, to where they want to live, to the car they want to drive, to the ethics and values that they want to hold dear to their hearts and base as the foundation of their life, their character, who they want to be as a man or a woman. I mean, this thing just keeps going on, but the more you look in these categories, the more you see people are split into 2. This is a tremendous dis-ease amongst the population. And this requires a level of enlightenment from the individual in order to overcome it. And we'll have a little bit of time to discuss it today. But you have to recognize this first. Most of you watching this are not living your life. You're not. And that's just the harsh reality. And then you wonder why you suffer. You look at me and you say, man, that person has so much joy and peace and tranquility in their life. Well, that's because I finally split those 2 into 1. Now, I don't know what else is left residually. There might be a little bit of stuff here and there, but the vast majority of it, I've cut through that garbage and I figured it out. I removed the people, the ideas, the philosophies of old, instilled the new, or confirmed maybe something that was there to say, okay, this is my own volition, meaning choice. And now we move forward powerfully. Now, when I set a goal on something I want to do or accomplish, it's mine. Something I want as a character value in myself as a man. I have it, not to impress somebody, not because mommy or daddy said so or anything else. It's I wanted it and I acquired it and I said it. I learned myself and I instilled it, period. Period. End of story. This is why emotionally I'm stable as fuck. I look around, like, take a look at even the minutia detail. Most people will tell you, oh, we're all addicted to something. It's just some of us are addicted to positive things and not negative things. I'm not addicted to shit, man. I can sit here with a straight face and tell the whole world I'm not addicted to anything anymore. Was I before? Fuck yeah. I was addicted to all types of foods like sweets and all that garbage, right? But I cleansed my system out of that mess. I used to play way too many video games when I was a kid. I was addicted to that shit. Not addicted to it anymore. I'm not addicted to anything. My purpose is to move forward and grow and get better and grow my team and live the life that I want to live. But there's no addictions in my life. If I want to obsess by outside standards for my job or my work or my career or working on myself, that's just obsession. It's not an addiction. An addiction means that there's no control. So again, even what they say, oh, we're all addicted to, no, I'm not. You can't say that to me. But it took a long time to get here. And it took a tremendous amount of work and character development to get there. And it's not easy. I guarantee there's very few people on this planet that can honestly say what I just said and they actually live it wholeheartedly and truthfully. Because there's a lot of people who will tell you on the camera, oh yeah, I'm not addicted to anything. And then behind the scenes, they're fucking drug addicts. Or they're just liars and some sort. They gamble compulsively, like they have some secret fucking issue. Right? And again, you're gonna have to take my word for it because you're not around in my personal life. But hey, I can sit here honestly and transparently and say, yes, I'm not addicted to shit. And that's cool. Right? Because when you look at something as simple as food for people, look at that topic. People are very comfortable with many other topics, but that you start telling them you need to change this and do that, they become very defensive. So they fight their addictions because they don't want to give them up, right? It's like a drug addict trying to take away the drug from the person who's a heavy user and they're addicted. They will fight to keep that thing, right? But because, again, that's so commonplace in the world today, nobody bats an eye and it's not that serious. Oh, it's too sensitive a subject. We can't talk about it. Fuck that, dude. Talk about it. Let's go. Are we going to develop and grow? Or are we going to keep stagnating as a society and as a consciousness into nothing, which is what we're doing now with all this poison that's going around in the mainstream, with all this nonsense, right? All the shit that has destroyed platforms like mine, all the nonsensical garbage that they talked about in regards to COVID and all that. And we were led to the slaughter, many of us who spoke, very openly about it. We just saw the CDC admit that everything that I said and many people said more than 2 years ago was true. And even amongst that chaos, I still lived peacefully up here. Even if you saw me go on video and stick it to somebody and say, you fucking asshole, or go on what you guys call rants, I'm not upset. There might be some emotion behind it, but I'm not shutting off the camera and then storming through my house or my office and upset. I'm not. I'm good, man. I'm still good. I'm not suffering. I'm not emotionally unstable. But when I look at the world and I interact with the world and the people in it, man, there's just a tremendous amount of suffering and emotional instability. It's sad. But again, we can't put a price on that. Because you look at philosophies that say, well, life is suffering. Really? Is that true? Because when I change my perspective on the whole thing, I don't see this as suffering anymore. I see that as a perspective, a teaching that in certain contexts, sure, I can use that. That makes sense. Right? So even the ability to look at something and not just adopt it. What do we do growing up? Whatever's in the book is true. So now when you step out of the school system and you pick up a book, the first thing you pick up and you read, you take that shit like law. You believe every single word written in the book without even really analyzing it or critiquing it or questioning anything, right? That's a spillover effect from school. You just, must be true. I read it in a book. And there's a lot of great information in books, but does that mean every single thing in a book is true? That's causing you to suffer. Because if you just took what I said, it's an old teaching, life is suffering. And if you really believe that at your core without ever questioning it or bringing it up to your conscious mind, no wonder you're going to see everything through a lens of negativity or what's lacking, right? It's like the people who look at a beautiful piece of artwork and what do? They start critiquing it right away. Oh, I don't like this or that. A pessimistic worldview, we can say, in contrast to optimistic or something else. See, but all those things are so deep down underneath the soil in your soul that you've never even taken a moment to look at it. And that, again, causes perpetual suffering and emotional instability because you're not aware that those things are there. Versus somebody like me, I've pulled all that shit out, analyzed it, threw away the bad, put in what I wanted to put in, and now I can operate like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini amongst a bunch of Honda Civics mentally. Right? And it doesn't take a special individual to do this. It's just a systematic process that you have to embark on. Right? This is why I love coming at it from this perspective, because this slaps that traditional bullshit in the face of this is not motivation or any surface level garbage. This is extremely important for people. But this isn't taken seriously, or it's just, again, shoved over into the category of, oh, that's good stuff. It sounds good. And rah, rah, or whatever else people fucking say. Right? If I asked you what your core values are in ethics, what are they? Most people don't have an answer. How about for your organization, your team, your tribe? What if I was to ask you the daily rituals and practices that you're involved in every single day to cultivate emotional stability and prosperity and resourcefulness and the improvement of yourself financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically? Can you tell me? Have you created a system that you follow to help you with that? Or no? Or no? So we have people living different lives. We have people worshiping fucking celebrities who are all puppets, the vast majority of them, wanting to talk like them and be like them and follow so much that they forget about their own life and it's all about them. I need to dress like them, talk like them. Well, that's not you, dude. That's not you. Look at the character. Is there anything worthy in their character for you to adopt? Confidence, well-spokenness, virtuosity, patience, resilience, discipline, whatever it is. Take the character trait and adopt that. Don't try to be them or me. Because if you just try to copy all my goals, and let's say you came in and you're a business person following me, you can't just copy my schedule, my business plan, and my aspirations. That's my life, not yours. That doesn't work. You're going to be unfulfilled and you're going to suffer. And then when the going gets tough, you're going to break. Why? Because it's not what you want to do. That's why I tell people, why do you think you procrastinate and you're not motivated for your goals? The natural state of the human being is optimism and a ton of energy and enthusiasm for what they do, not lack of motivation. That tells you something's wrong and you're off your equilibrium as a human being. This is simple stuff, right? Well, simple to me, but I guess not simple to the world, apparently. Your normal state is of efficiency, not lazy, apathetic, and not motivated, meaning you're off. Your compass, your internal compass is off. You're living someone else's life, aspiring for their dreams and goals instead of your own. But most people won't even take the time to sit with themselves and put pencil or pen to paper. It's fucking pathetic, dude. If you can't do that, you don't deserve anything. Because again, you're a stimulus response human being now. Everything has to be phone, right? I even tell people, you know how beautiful it is to sit in fucking silence, dude? And listen to the sounds of nature, or sitting in your backyard or something, and just fuck the music, fuck the phone, fuck the TV, just turn it off. People are so uncomfortable with that. I don't get it. No wonder you're unstable. No wonder you suffer. You can't even sit in silence. What is wrong with us? We always have to have music or some other bullshit playing. Why? That's wrong. Something's wrong with that. Fix it. See it as a problem. Fix it. What are we doing? You flip through your phone for hours and hours and hours aimlessly instead of working on yourself or doing something productive or saying, hey, I want to stop my suffering, right? You have the mental side, you have the physical side, you have the emotional side. Man, and people are just so out of touch with everything. You need to get back to your natural state and equilibrium as a human being. And the answers are everywhere and they're right in front of you, right? One that has helped me tremendously is overall less contact with toxic people or what I would deem as the average person. And many of you have poison all around you and you keep drinking from that fountain every single day. Then you wonder why you're emotionally unstable and you suffer when everything and everyone around you screams and speaks and emanates and vibrates at the frequency of suffering every day. And then you wonder what's going on. But you put those people there by choice. Because even if they're close friends or family, you don't have to talk with them and deal with them at that level. Limit your interactions with them and get around some people who are going to instill and push energy into you and add to you, not subtract from you. Learn about yourself. What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? And ask yourself that. Not looking at me or someone else. Who do you want to be and what do you want to do? You're going to make money? Cool. What are you going to do with it? And then when you make more money, what are you going to do with that? Then what happens next? All that has to be planned out and has to be clear. You need to know where you're going and what path you're on now. Or you need to stop, turn around, or start another path. But you need to figure it out. Right? When all that stuff is clear, now you start to diminish this suffering and this emotional instability. And you start to spot what triggers particular emotions in you. And now you become wise. You become a little bit more knowledgeable as a liver in this existence of life. And it's pretty cool because now you become detached from all the stuff that people are so stuck in. And it's crazy. That is the ultimate peace, is detaching from these things, because not only do you have knowledge of them, you're aware of the mechanism behind them and why people suffer in regards to those things, which gives you control and power as a person. Okay. But hey, I'm going to end it here. I know my computer has been acting a little funny, but so far so good. We'll end it here though. Make sure you guys check out the links. Hopefully you enjoyed this topic. I'm going to be going, now that I added my old YouTube channels, my other ones, to this new computer here at the office. I'm going to be uploading a lot of different content on my Brian Casella Show channel and some of my different ones. So keep a lookout for that. Also keep my main one going with the regular stuff, but this other one is about to get a little wild. All right, that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.